I recently came across a story while reading this chapter called Acres of Diamonds in this book called The World's 100 Greatest Speeches. There is this merchant called Ali Hafed. One day, he meets an old priest who happens to explain him the creation of earth on how God simply twirled his fingers and then there were gases and diamonds formed. Diamonds! Exclaimed Ali Hafed. Yes, said the old priest. He said, if you own a diamond as large as your thumb, you would be the richest of all, and that you can buy countries and your children would be emperors for ages. Hearing all this, Ali Hafid was deeply influenced and he went to sleep as if he was the poorest man on earth. On waking up, he asks the priest, where can he find those diamonds? A surprised priest then hesitantly tells him to go find a river that runs through the white sands between the high range mountains. There in the white sands, he will find the diamonds. The next step Ali Hafid took was to sell off all his farm, his land, his garden, and left his family to be taken care by the neighbors and went in the search of diamonds. He wandered from Palestine to Europe, and then one fine day, he stood there on the shore at the bay in Barcelona, tired of all the wretchedness and poverty, as all the money was over, and he surrendered himself to the great tidal wave that came in rushing, and he sank beneath. But then what about the diamonds? Did anyone else find them? Or was this the end? One day, the man who purchased Ali Hafid's farm led his camel to drink some water into the garden. Ali Hafid's successor noticed a sudden flash of lights with rainbow hues coming out of the white sands. He thought this is something unique and took the stone inside the house and kept it on the mantle, thinking that it can be a good showpiece. A few days later, the priest decides to pay a visit to the successor. As he was about to enter the house, his eyes were stunned at the sight of this magically reflecting rainbow hues coming from a particular stone inside the house. He shouted out of excitement, "It's a diamond!" But the successor was in no mood to believe him at all. The priest asks him, "Has Ali Hafed returned yet?" "No," said the successor. The priest then told him that this stone is a precious stone and no ordinary one, and that it is called a diamond. They both then rushed to the garden and dug the white sands all over again, and there they found tons of other precious stones, including the diamonds. And there was discovered the most magnificent diamond mine in the history of mankind, the mine of Golconda. The story ends here, but the moral of the story is that we are sometimes too foolish to believe that what we really want is out there in the world, and hence we choose to wander. While those precious things are right there in the veranda of our own house, but we simply refuse to even give it a thought. Where are you looking out for your diamonds? In the backyard of your house or in the world outside?